Hi Aries, welcome to the channel. Today's reading is asking the question, what are they afraid to tell you? So we're going to take a look at a situation between you and another person where maybe they have something on their heart or in their mind that they want to share with you, and for some reason they may be feeling some hesitation about that. So I have more decks prepared than what you can see here, so let's go ahead and get started and get you some answers. If you are new here, Aries, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by. I post situational based readings as well as some calendar based readings. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so nice to see you again. These are general messages, so take the parts that resonate and leave the rest. And as always, I am excited to see what the cards have in store for you today. Alrighty, so let's start with this beautiful oracle deck that I just picked up. Alrighty, so your influence here is strength. Oh, look at how beautiful that card is. That reminds me a little bit of the World card in the tarot. Your person's influence is intuition, so they may be listening to their intuition very heavily now. We will get more information as we go, though. All right, so let's get into the tarot. Okay, Aries, you are showing up to your reading today as the Queen of Coins in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Cups in reverse. I think my deck might be, nope, my deck is not upside down. Okay. So let's pull your person's cards and then we'll get started. I have messages here, but we have the King of Cups, the Page of Coins, and the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is really fascinating to me because we have two 10s that are both in reverse. So what that ultimately tells me is that either something is not over or something is relatively new in your life. So you're showing up over here as a queen, your person is showing up as the king. Now, it doesn't have to be gender specific. Please take it as it resonates. Excuse me, we have like receptive feeling energy over here, and then we have action oriented, get stuff done kind of energy over here. You can embody both, so we're not talking about gender. However, a king and queen, they are a married couple. However, one is in reverse and one is upright. So it makes me think that maybe you're not quite on the same page, particularly with matters of the home. I have you over here. The Queen of Coins for me is someone who is very focused on finances, the home, things that are material in our world, things that are very important. This can also be time, things that are of value. So this is either a newer connection and the two of you are of age to be established in your lives, or you are not doing a whole lot of reminiscence here about this person. You definitely are embodying a lot of strength. So it makes me think that maybe there's a little bit of relief here for you, despite that you may have been very disappointed with something. Like the 10 of Coins is all about leaving a legacy, connected to matters of the home. So I feel as though you were both very disappointed in something, and but I don't feel like you're dwelling on it. Not necessarily. Or you may be past the point of dwelling on it, like maybe you did your grieving and you're sort of past that point. I'm really getting a vibe of like I'm glad that's over. Okay, so we'll have to see, Aries. Your person over here, I think they might be disappointed that maybe they didn't take the action that would have potentially remedied whatever situation we're about to reveal here. Um, it's really interesting to me because we have split energy not only between the two of you, but we have split energy within yourselves. So the Queen of Pentacles, yes, she is strong, don't get me wrong, but she's very feeling oriented. And so I think of strength with the King. We have different kinds of strengths, emotional strength. I feel as though the queens are more intuitive themselves. Meanwhile, we have your intuition card over here with the King, who I would see with we've got some mix-ups here. I feel like maybe we have a mix-up in this situation. So let's go ahead and see how we got started, or how we got here into this situation, and then we'll see like what message they're afraid to tell you. 5 of Coins. Oh my. Ace of Cups. Woo. And the Page of Cups. So we're kind of going back to that. Maybe there was some inaction, or somebody missed an opportunity. There was an offer that got made that may not have been quite enough. Like, it may not have been impressive. Like, I feel like maybe you were the one that was not impressed with this. Another possibility is there could be children involved. It's very possible that one of you may have wanted children and the other did not. I have the vibe, I almost said verb. I have the vibe of the Page of Coins in reverse being that the King did not necessarily want to have a child, or something along those lines. Or maybe there is a child involved and this person is not the actual parent. This could be a step parent. So take it as it resonates. There is clearly a very loving connection that has been here in the past, but I have the sense that you're not on the same page. If this is a romantic reading, you may have taken some time apart, or there's something that is missing. I'm getting over here that something is missing, and it may involve children or creative endeavors. Take it as it resonates, but something's definitely missing here. All right, so at the center of your reading, we have the 9 of Swords. This is stress, anxiety. The energy of the 10 of Swords in reverse is very similar to the 9 of Swords in the upright. And look, we have the Strength card in reverse. So we have more split energy, Aries. What is going on here? All right. I'm getting a few things. So I think that your person has seen the truth of the matter. This may be the truth of their actions or the truth of their inactions. Maybe they were afraid of something. Maybe of having children. That's, a reasonable thing to be afraid of. But I feel as though they have realized that their fear, and I think you may perceive them as being cowardly. Possibly. Or you really wanted them to step up and they didn't. I'm getting a lot of disappointment over here. Something being missing, disappointment, having an expectation that someone would step up for you, and I don't think that they have. Something was holding them back. We will get into what this intuition card is actually saying. We are going to clarify that card. But I feel as though your person has had this epiphany and has suddenly realized and see the truth of their inaction. I feel as though this realization, though, may have brought about a certain amount of relief for them, in that once they have the understanding, they can make a plan to move forward. So I think what they want to tell you, we will get into it further, is that they understand where you were coming from. I feel as though they are starting to understand what you wanted from them and why it was so important to you. Because it was so important to you. All right, so clarifying intuition, we have caution and flattery. So I'm wondering if you feel as though maybe there was a little bait and switch here, or like they said all of the right things, but then they really held back from you. I'm getting a sense of withholding, and it may have, I don't know that it was malicious, but I feel as though they just kept hesitating. It was like, it was time to take this to the next step, and then there was a hesitation. And they, something in their intuition was holding them back and was causing them to have, like, they were wanting to be careful of something. I think you'll know what that is. I am getting strong vibes of like being careful of maybe not having a child. So it doesn't have to be your story. Take it as it resonates. Eccentricity, loss, and convention. So I think maybe your person, I think they might enjoy the finer things in life. And they were afraid possibly that whatever you were requesting of them might like force them into something more conventional. Like it's possible that maybe this is a scenario, maybe you wanted to get married and have a family and this person didn't. And if they are showing up as the King of Cups, they know their heart, they know themselves, they are very mature, and so they may have ultimately been respecting themselves and you by not going against their authentic selves. I know that may be a very difficult thing to hear, but I feel as though, they may have known themselves well enough to know that if they became party to the type of relationship or fulfilling whatever requests it was that you were making of them, that it would ultimately turn out to be a place of resentment. Let's look at your strength here. See, we have more loss, endurance, and quarrel. Wow. And endurance looks a lot like the strength card in reverse with, that lion. So I feel as though you are incredibly resilient, Aries. And as a fellow Aries, yes, I know we are, but I'm just saying. Wow, I think that this experience, though, has probably taught you how much emotional discipline you actually have here, Aries. I feel like you were willing to fight for what you believed in, that you did not want this to slip out of your fingers. That's really what I'm getting here, is you were willing to fight for what you wanted. That is so beautiful, Aries, and it is classic Aries. Aries. All right, so let's look at the potential outcome, and then we will get some additional messages. So this is potential. Purely potential. Ace of Cups, Moon in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have forward movement here with regard to something coming into view, something becoming more clear. So if this person has been holding back from you and not necessarily sharing with you that they're afraid of something, like they are afraid to establish and make this legacy that I think you might be asking of them. Doesn't have to be children, it can be something else. Could be a business partner, could be building a home, take it as it resonates, but they're going to come talk to you about it. And they're either going to tell you, like meet you in the middle and say, well, this is what I really want here. Or it looks like they might come around and they might be willing to talk about leaving that legacy with you. The Ace of Wands is very spicy energy. It's very, it's very sexual. So I'm still getting more of this building a family kind of energy. So I feel as though they're coming around, possibly, or they will. Let's get some advice for how best to handle this situation here. Oh, I do have the Hidden Truth Oracle out. I want to pull some messages here. Let's see what we get. I knew exactly what I was doing. So they know themselves. I'm telling you, I wish I could take back my words. Yeah, these are all very intellectual cards here. So they said something that really disappointed you. I really, really think so. All right, so let's see what the Moonology deck has for us today. Work through your fears. So I think they are coming around to work through their fears. And we have a new romantic cycle begins. 100% does that happen for you. Aries, I'm so excited for you. If that's what you want with this person, I think that they are coming around. Even if it's not to have children, it's to build something. I'm throwing cards. One moment. Okay. Practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. I think your person is coming around to see things from your perspective, but I think you're also going to be making room for their perspective too. And look, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for your spiritual growth. So we have lots of new cycles starting here for you, Aries. Let's see here. This is very exciting. Let's see what I don't remember what this deck is called. Transience. Yes, moving past whatever fears that they had, to come back together and move beyond it and embrace. I think that there will be a coming together of the two of you. I do. I think they're going to tell you how afraid they are of something. And I think that the two of you are going to find a way forward together. Aries, this has been so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If you have not subscribed already, please do. I'd love to have you as part of my community. And feel free to drop me a note. Let me know how it resonated. I always love connecting with you. And I will catch you in the next reading. Bye-bye.